got to use that.
How's it going, everyone? Happy Thursday, and welcome to Jeff and Isaac Talk, whatever, history. But today we're talking about superhumans throughout mythology, biblical stories, and modern-day quote-unquote superhumans with their feats. Joining us today is Andy.
Hello. It is
doing,
I. I am doing well. Yeah, wrong one. It's the hat.
I don't know what to do here. Yeah. Go ahead. Keep talking. There we go. So what do you why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself quick, Andy? Actually, before we get into that, Isaac, how are you doing?
I'm good. Happy to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you have another show earlier today at all?
No, I've been too busy. I had to postpone that, but I wanted to be here. Okay. This is the priority for tonight. But yeah, we have Andy joining us. Andy.
The hot topics.
We do.
Yep. Hello, it is I. Andy, Andrew, Dum Dum, and whatever name. I answered pretty much everything. May have seen me in DrinkU.P, the talk of the town, highlight of the weekend. And currently, I'm in my basement, as you can tell by the lovely, unappealing furniture behind me, /wall / ductwork. Look at it. Immense, beautiful, gorgeous.
I like it. I think it adds.
It's a temporary setup. It's a new house. Obviously, a lot of renovating, remodeling going on. So I crammed myself into a corner to be ready for the show. And here I am.
Well, I've seen it in real life, and it's a lot better than it was originally.
That is true. The computer is set up.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm interested to hear what we have to say about the strength and strongmen of the world.
And superhumans in general.
That is for sure.
Yeah, so before we get started, we'll hit the chat quick. You got the Wayfarer. Hello, my white friends. Fitting today for Isaac. You look a little pasty.
A little bit, yeah. I don't know why. My lighting.
It's good. The white wall behind you.
Yeah,
really brings out the fleshiness.
It does, yeah. Wayfarer, our Filipino friend.
And the black outfit.
Well, that's true. I got to balance it out. I'm trying to bring some DEI to the stream. So.
Yeah.
Well, very well. You got Karen N. Hello, hello.
Hello.
And she says highly organized.
Yep. As always.
And I believe this is about your setup Andy builds character.
It always builds character.
In the Wayfarer or a hostage situation.
Yeah.
I hostage myself.
Kind of does. You should just have a chain with handcuffs on your one arm.
Just the giant gulag behind me.
All right. Anyways,
just spilled secrets to the enemy.
Yeah.
Only rank and serial number.
The pipes are actually connected to a waterboarding machine. Very new, intricate design. The CIA's cooked up.
It's a lot of water being used down here.
Yep. So, anyways, yeah. In the age of the modern superhero, which has been dying, we tend to forget where the modern superhero stemmed from, which is stories in either the Bible or mythology, even normal recorded modern history. Superhuman strength, feats, survival skills, anything like that the ordinary human could not do. So we decided to whip up a little bit of show on that today. And as always, we are going to begin with Isaac's part.
Yeah.
With some superhuman.
And I don't always have to be first, just for the record. But I appreciate it,
If you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a
Jeff is usually last.
I'm first in some ways. Do you not want to be first, Isaac? I can.
Oh, I don't mind. No, I'm just saying I don't. Okay. I don't want to hog the show. But definitely,
that's all right. That's okay. No. Pop this up. You told me about a person in the Bible named Samson.
There's a lot of references. I think before we read the verses, I just ask you guys, what Jeff and Andy, what's your initial, just from what regardless of the Bible and all sorts of stuff, when you think of Samson, what do you know of Samson off the top of your head? Like when you think of that name of the character?
Well, like we said earlier, he was a man. He didn't have a beard. And obviously just strength. I mean, I believe just on my light readings of religion and everything, pretty common reference to strength or endurance of some sort. So I can't tell you exactly what he did word for word, but I mean, strength and Bible, pretty much Samson.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's about the same as my expertise right there.
So you're saying, as many people know, he's known as the strong man of the Bible. A lot of people say the strongest, and but these verses, he is referenced all throughout the Bible. He was just quick backstory. He was, we had the 12 tribes of Israel, ancient Israel. Each tribe had a judge. He was one of the 12 judges at a time, and so he would judge essentially legal problems, disputes and stuff, and settle disputes between people. And he was, whole backstory, his mother was visited by an angel, told, you're going to bear a son, you cannot cut his hair, he's a Nazarene, he cannot touch anything that has grapes in it, so he did not have any wine, any grapes. He lived by the Nazarene code, all sorts of stuff. But essentially, one thing told right off the bat, he can never cut his hair, ever. Angel of God told him never, ever, from the time of birth, he could never cut his hair. And so getting into that was a big part of it. I definitely
heard that before. I definitely remember that, but I didn't picture Samson with the hair.
So his hair was never cut until a certain point in his life, which we're going to get to. But let me just full screen on StreamYard. I can see it fine. There we go.
Yeah.
So Hebrews is the top verse, and Hebrews is much further down in the New Testament. But they mention him all the way towards the end of the Bible, thousands of years after his death. So he's definitely notable enough to be mentioned by New Testament authors to be, remembered further in the Bible. But Judges, can we scroll down a little to some of the more? I think they're kind of in reverse order. But yeah, so essentially, I'll just pick up any one of them. They all basically fill in the times and life of Samson. Essentially, let me see. Yeah, up. I don't mean to have you go back up, but up just a little bit. It does say that one right there, Judges 13:1. So essentially, it says the people of Israel again did what was evil in the sight of the Lord. So the Lord gave them into the hand of the Philistines for 40 years. And there was a certain man of Zorah of the tribe of Danites, one of the tribes of Israel, whose name was Manoah, and his wife was barren and had no children. And the angel of the Lord appeared to the woman and said to her, behold, you're barren and you have not borne children, but you shall conceive and bear a son. Therefore be careful and drink no wine or strong drink and eat nothing unclean, for behold, you shall conceive and bear a son. And this is the interesting part, which, later definitely comes into play. No razor shall come upon his head, for the child shall be a Nazarite to God from the womb, and he shall begin to save Israel from the hand of the Philistines. So it was prophesied, and they have, even written recordings of what he would be before he was even born. So, yeah, it said no razor shall touch his head. I don't know the exact interpretation or meaning of that. Did it apply to beard or did it apply to scalp alone? I don't know the definition actually.
That'd be a fair one.
I'm not gonna.
But I think again, in the ancient times, they didn't have beards. It was unseemly and whatnot.
Maybe they made exceptions for the Nazarites. I don't know. The Nazarites were it was a very small, like an oath to take. I really don't know. That would be interesting to research. Did Samson have a beard as well as very, very long hair? From the time of birth. So we don't know. He had many wives. He was a judge in Israel, as we said. Let's scroll down through more. I want to pick out the ones of some of his feats of strength.
Yeah.
I wish they were a little more organized, but
yeah, I see they're a little bit of all over the place. So like you said, they're in reverse order, and then
it says here, and I wish, yeah. And it says 1520 says he judged Israel in the day of the Philistines for 20 years. So during Israel's occupation, he was a judge. And so that's part of that. Let me see.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Yeah. Okay, so Judges 15:16. That's a big one. Samson took down, it says, with the jawbone of a donkey, heads upon heaps. With the jawbone of a donkey have I struck down 1,000 men. So, 1,000 men, there's many cases that he essentially took out an army, like a legionary or whatever. But yeah. So essentially, he wiped out a whole fleet of men with a jawbone of a donkey.
The first blade.
I was gonna say the first blade. That sounds like a Cain story.
Yeah, I mean, jawbone of a donkey. He used what he had accessible. He found a dead donkey, and he also
imagine that just ripping the jawbone off a donkey and just going nuts on 1,000 men.
Well, there's also, I wish I had the verse for it exactly. Let's scroll down more. But he was attacked. Samson was attacked by a lion in the wilderness, and he grabbed its jawbone and he removed it. Essentially. So imagine the bite strength of a lion, and it's documented in the Bible that he ripped a lion's jaw off. So what kind of man do you have to be to achieve that, type of strength, considering
either he's really strong or it was a very sickly lion.
Good, what are the other? Or had fractured jaw. Yeah. And it's a long, man, I wish this wasn't.
There's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, but no, there's many things. He was essentially married to Delilah, which was a Philistine woman, which he was not supposed to marry, but he did. And she betrayed him, cut his hair, which he was told not to cut.
Oh boy.
He lost his strength. He was enslaved by the Philistines. For many years, he worked the mill, the treadmill, basically grinding grain and stuff. They gouged his eyes out. And it says here, where's the verse? I don't know. But essentially, he was taken in for judgment, and he collapsed the pillars and brought down the temple and killed.
I saw something. Samson grabs the two middle pillars on which the house rested. He leaned his weight against them, his right hand, one in his left hand, and the other. And that's all it says.
Yep.
Doesn't say have any more
context to that. Yeah, that was during judgment, his judgment.
Okay.
Yeah. That's pretty much, just these verses on Samson. It does jump around. I wish it was in better order. But
for the lion.
Yes. Yeah. I can look that up exclusively. Samson lion verse. Hey, we're doing it on the spot. Like we said, we're doing it live.
Oh, yeah.
So
we did that on DrinkU.P one night, and it was our best show.
That's all we do.
Judges 14 is what I'm seeing. I got it. Want me to send it to you on...
Yeah, shoot it over quick. It'll be a lot easier to find if you have it.
I sent it on X.
All right.
This is how we do it. See, we make it work.
Exactly.
So this is, I'm assuming the Samson cutting his hair kind of ties into the Achilles heel. It's kind of the same concept.
Well, that's a very similar crossover. Yes.
The strongest, and all of a sudden, hey, don't do this one thing. Oh, it's weakness. Hair, heels.
Yep. Mm-hmm. He was commanded, never, a razor shall never touch his head. And when it did, he lost his strength. So.
Okay. Samson kills a lion. What'd Samson do today? Killed a lion.
Yeah, right there. 14 verses 5 and 6 says Samson went down to Timnah with his father and mother. As they were entering the vineyards of Timnah, a young lion, it says young lion, so suddenly came roaring at him. The Spirit of the Lord rushed upon him in power, and he tore the lion apart with his bare hands, as he might have torn a young goat, but he did not tell his father or mother what he had done. And many other verses did reference, I do know, he essentially removed a part of its body. He tore it apart, so.
Damn.
With his bare hands. And I wonder what his age was at that time when he did that, because it says he did not tell his father or mother, almost as if he had felt like he did something wrong, or he was attacked, but still,
And he didn't bring the meat back or anything. I feel like
survival 101. Yeah. Well, they weren't broke. They were. I think they were affluent enough. They were. So they had food.
Yeah.
But still, you don't want to. You wouldn't want to waste lion meat. That's probably good stuff.
Probably.
Yeah, so obviously, from what I gather, is his strength lie in his hair being untouched by a razor.
It said that here in the verse, it does say that in the time he needed strength, the Spirit of the Lord rushed upon him and gave it to him. I think essentially the hair was the commandment. God's not going to grant you the strength if you disobey and cut your hair, essentially. So not necessarily that the hair is the key, but that the hair is essentially a sign of obedience. That, like, God basically said, I'm going to grant you the strength, but you cannot cut your hair, as a sign of obedience, basically.
Interesting.
Well, could that be taken as in he didn't cut his hair, someone else cut his hair, and he tried following the rules? But I guess that's just all, how it works.
I mean, it did.
Yeah.
You could say that, but he was also, but he was also married to a woman, which he was not supposed to, as well, a Philistine woman. He essentially, he married an enemy, so he did disobey by marrying an enemy outside the tribe,
and then thus brought the downfall. Bad news comes in threes.
The consequence of marrying an enemy's woman, she betrayed him and cut his hair. So really, it was his fault. He married into a tribe he knew he was not supposed to, and he did what he wanted to do anyway, and there was consequences.
Oh man, this super hot chick's really into me. She's getting all these. I should just tell her my entire life story and where my strength and power comes from. And
hey, I love my hair.
And what my company is doing behind the scenes.
My hair.
The tribe that is trying to exterminate my people has a woman that's trying to marry me. He marries her, tells her everything, and doesn't. He sounds like the guy that dated Fang Fang, this Chinese spy.
Swallow.
Yeah.
It's like, sounds like someone that Project Veritas got. James O'Keefe got him.
I know. I think Samson would have been on those tapes, like, I shouldn't be marrying her, but like I kind of like her, type of thing.
Right. It's usually how it goes in a lot of marriages. All right. You know who else killed the lion?
Who's that?
Hercules. Yeah, the Greek hero Hercules. It was actually I believe it was the first of his 12 labors, which I think it was a Zeus set him out on. Hold on, I had it earlier. Anyways, let's see here. What the? Setting out on such a seemingly impossible labor, Hercules came to a town called Cleonae, where he stayed in the house of the poor workman for hire, Malorchus. When his host offered to sacrifice an animal to prey for a safe lion hunt, Hercules asked him to wait 30 days. If he returned with the lion's skin, they would sacrifice to Zeus, king of the gods. Cool. That's not what I thought it was. Oh well, we had it back here. But so Hercules, not the original, but another superhuman in history.
One of the most well-known strongmen in history.
Yep.
Myth-wise.
Yeah, who could be real, could not be.
Yeah.
I also think the lions, they made it into like a cloak or something, and it carried, the godlike powers or something like that. So it became one of those items.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like his Mjolnir or something.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see here. The goddess Hera, determined to make trouble for Hercules, made him lose his mind. In a confused and angry state, he killed his own wife and children. Oh boy.
Kratos?
I was going to say Kratos from God of War.
I never knew that part of the myth. Wow.
Neither did I. Let's see.
Yeah, Hera's very vengeful in pretty much any lore. Not like the Disney version or anything. She is
it's kind of a bitch.
Yeah, straight up evil.
Sounds that way.
When he awakened
she's not evil. She just believes in, single marriage. Like, you're with one person, she married Zeus, and Zeus likes to get around.
Oh, Zeus got around.
Yes. According to stories and stuff. And obviously that has kids, which aren't Hera's, so therefore she takes out anger on the children.
The puny little humans.
Yeah.
The only people whose fault it's not, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because Zeus came down and slept with Hercules' mother, created him, demigod.
Well, that's the other thing. It's not just like people. I mean, they're talking animals and other creatures, and that's how you get satyrs, and then you had like cyclopses and all that other mythology.
Zeus is a freak, man.
I was gonna say, you see, it's like a satyr running through. She's like, Zeus, really?
Again.
What have you done?
Wow.
Let's see here. Anyways, when he awakened from his temporary insanity, Hercules was shocked and upset by what he'd done. He prayed to god Apollo for guidance, and the god's oracle told him he would have to serve Eurystheus, the king of Tyrants and Mycenae, for 12 years in punishment for their murders. As part of his sentence, Hercules had to perform 12 labors, feats so difficult that they seemed impossible. Fortunately, Hercules, with the help of Hermes and Athena, sympathetic deities who showed up when he really needed help. By the end of these labors, Hercules was, without a doubt, Greece's greatest hero. So, the 12 labors, which this is also, if anyone knows anything about what's it called? The Hero's Journey, Joseph Campbell.
Right, yeah.
Hero with 1,000 Faces. A lot of stories around the world throughout history had almost the same kind of structure to them, which makes you wonder where it starts.
Yeah, that'd be very hard to backdate, especially before pre-written history and everything, where it's all storytelling. And obviously, one storyteller hears it, oh, I'm going to change the name, make it more our story. And...
Right.
It
was all verbally exchanged, history. It definitely fluctuated in reliability and stuff.
Oh, absolutely. It makes you wonder, like with stories like this, with the Greek gods and all the demigods, any of this stuff like that. What if they were just really powerful humans?
That's kind of what I lean towards.
Or an advanced civilization of some sort to just.
I'm watching. I'm watching. Stargate SG-1, Thor. He's a little gray alien in that show.
Yeah, he's a gray.
He uses a hologram to make himself look like this big giant dude with a hammer, but he's a little gray alien with super technology and.
That show's so good.
Yeah, and he essentially took he like protected a planet of Nordic people, but so yeah, it's funny.
Like our god Thor, and he's like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, now that you see me, yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, and it's kind of throw it in there because he said superhuman, but he's half human. I consider him half human.
Hey, we're not going to be racist, are we?
Oh, you're on the show, so there's a good chance.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. We'll give it time.
Exactly. Well, we got a lot of Greek stuff in here. We'll start with
Well, I mean, Greek was like the start of written history for the most part, or
that's true.
Mass assembly of,
and the Olympians too and stuff.
I'll let you take this one.
Yeah,
you sent her over. You need to zoom it in more, or?
Oh, you can just read through it. It's kind of like the first, I suppose, like I wouldn't say first written thing, but it's like pre-recorded history and everything where you just walk out into a farm or something like that, uncover a stone, and then it says writing on it, translate it, and it just says Bibin stone or Bibin son of whoever lifted this stone above his head. And you're looking at it, you're like, that's a pretty big stone. I think it's 350 pounds or something like that.
Oh, wow.
So in the ancient days, that comes down to, what strength is and like what people could actually do. Because obviously he's not going to be like Hercules or, someone in the Bible written down, well known. It's just you stumble across something on the ground and all of a sudden it's like, wow, that's actually pretty impressive.
You imagine just tilling your field and you find a rock that says, Bibin lifted this over his head. And that's it. Just randomly.
Well, thing, it's ancient, ancient Greek or something like that. So you'd be like, oh, someone scratched this rock really good. Or, the plow tines got to it. So I'm just going to chuck it to the side. Yeah. But at least that's how I would picture it. Be like, yeah, it's junk. Get rid of it.
And
there's no way someone's picking this up.
Imagine the feats of strength. Imagine the strong people throughout history that it's just never documented ever.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Ever. I mean, the strongest man is probably never going to be known ever to history.
Although probably in ancient days for sure, these more modern times, I think with the strongman competitions and just the internet itself, mass news right off the bat, like I'm sure someone's going to be like, hey, grab a camera, does something crazy.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, in the old days, just a giant rock. The Husafell stone in Iceland. I mean, the Denny stones in was that Wales, Ireland?
It might be Northern England or something.
Yeah, but it's just like until someone sees it happen, you're not going to write anything down. Like some guy could be like, "Yeah, I do this all the time. Pick that stone up, and there it is."
Well, yeah, I mean, just being a farmer is in general, you have to pick stones and stuff out of the field. I got piles and piles of stones in my field as an old farm back in the I think, I don't know, 20s and 30s, 40s, but there's some big rocks in there.
Yeah, and you could be like, okay, that's not that impressive. Okay, I'm moving stones, and then obviously you find a big one, pick it up. Maybe I'll carve my name into it.
Yes. Yeah, it's not impressive until you pick up something bigger than a basketball. Once you get bigger than that in the stone category, it's a little challenging, you know.
Yeah, let alone over your head.
Yeah, the over the head is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I've picked up a lot of heavy stones in my life, but I didn't dare bring it up past the hip.
But you're bear hugging them. You know, you're holding them to your hips and, you know, exactly.
Bringing it to center mass and, you know, using momentum and stuff.
But you see all this, you know, the old farms, you know, and stuff, all the stone walls, you know, lining property lines and stuff. They'd be tilling the fields and just got a big stone, got to put it to the property line, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't have a cow to move it. Someone's moving it.
Yeah, it's got to move because I want to plant some corn right there.
Yeah. They didn't have a tractor to pull up to it at that time. Yeah.
No.
Exactly. And the horse, I mean, you could have horses and try to tie it, but I mean, the rope could break. You still have to shuffle it around. I mean,
maybe you have a second person to help you pick it up. Maybe, but you know, we'll see.
No. Right there. Famous Dinny stone used by Scottish strongman Donald Dinny in the 19th century. Were lost for several decades and only rediscovered in the 1950s following the tenacious searching of David Webster. There you go, Scotland.
Yeah. But they also have them. I think that was also, you know, not as ancient, but had to haul these two stones across a bridge, and that's how the strongmen. I guess it's like a current strongman feat of strength or something like that to pick them up and carry them across whatever distance. Because some men actually did it. There's witnesses, and everyone tried doing it after, and they couldn't.
I think I've seen Eddie Hall and like Brian Shaw attempt it or do it or whatever. I've seen them do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are some
big boys.
Big boys, yeah.
Isn't Brian like over 500 pounds, I think, or something? He's big.
He might be. I mean, he's also like 7'8" or something. So
right.
He's got the size to go with it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, big rocks gotta be awkward. Yep. Not handles, unfortunately. It'd be nice if they all did it. Just a couple of handles, you'll scoop it up like a bucket.
Just got to find a nice edge.
Yep. And this right here, this is an absolute fact. Yep, farmer strength is real.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you can't get farmer strength in a gym at all.
No, not a chance. I'll never get farmer strength because I build houses and go to the gym. Therefore, it offsets each other back to normal.
Yeah.
You also don't have a farm.
I also don't have a farm. I live on a farm. There used to be a farm, so it's not a farm.
Yeah, but that comes down to like the training, what they're doing. All you did every day: plow fields, pick stones, all by hand. Yeah, I mean that's building muscles you didn't even know had.
Hard physical labor.
And now today, obviously, you can like single out or pick. Hey, I want just this one muscle hidden on the back of my third calf, and just like this is what needs to grow. I'm like, okay, but how useful is that to anything you do in life?
Right.
So I guess it's more useful strength.
Right here, we get to the Biblo stone again, or Bibbon stone. Let's see here. I labor this point to stress how special Bibon stone is because it tells us exactly what the stone is for. Inscribed in the stone is one simple message: Bibon, son of Fola, has lifted me overhead with one hand. Oh, one hand. And it weighed roughly 143 kilograms. Anyone speak Eurolander?
I'm looking it up.
I thought they had it right next to it.
I'm looking it up.
That's going to be...
That is 315 pounds approximately.
Damn.
That's not light. 315? One-handed over the head?
Yeah. especially for a son of somebody.
Yeah,
I mean, it also doesn't show Byvan's age. I mean, it could have been a 12-year-old.
So no Pola.
Yeah, he eats his papaya.
Man, I didn't. When he sent me the article earlier, I didn't go this far down. I didn't realize how big it was.
Oh yeah, it's I would say pretty recent, or maybe not. I'm just I think it popped up on one of my feeds one day, and I was like, hey, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Actually,
again, that's like pre-written history, or not pre-written history, but like just random farmer, super strong, that we probably hundreds of others we don't know about.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've been watching the chat here. A few of them are popping up. Magwai guy, how's it going, guy? Cameron Hayes is a great stone lifting story. Years ago. Well, I'll look that up. Pop that off quick. So apparently, like I said, a lot of stuff staying with the Greeks. And in this episode,
for sure, yeah,
it started with Samson. We're hitting the Greeks, but I'll say another person that was mentioned in that story there was Milo of Croton. He was a wrestler, a 6-time Olympic victor. I can look at the screen here. Let's see here. 160th Olympiad, 540 BC, 5-time wrestling champ from 62nd to 66th Olympiad, 532 to 516 BCE. Now, Andy brought this up earlier. What did he do? Held up the
right now.
What's that?
You're asking a goldfish, but I think he was the one who held up a temple that was falling down, and he saved Pythagoras or something like that.
Okay, he's an interesting. According to our ancient sources, Milo enjoyed showing off his unrivaled strength. For instance, he would clasp a pomegranate in his hand and have others try to take it away from him. Even though he was holding it so tightly that no one could remove it, he never damaged the fruit. Sometimes he would stand on greased iron disc and challenge others to push him off.
That's kind of interesting.
I mean, that'd be a great party trick. Try to push me over. No, I can't. Okay, well.
Take pomegranate.
Yeah. Or you don't eat today. Oh.
It's yeah.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of they say there's always that myth. They're like, you can't break an egg with your bare hands. You can't crush it. It's like, yeah, you can.
It's just getting people to make a mess.
Right.
Although it depends, like on the sides, yes, but I think when they looked at it scientifically, like the 2 points of it, like we get the top point and the bottom. If you like try to break those, structurally, they said it's real tough.
Just an insane amount of pressure.
Yeah, just like
wow.
One of them crushing machines would have to break it.
Wow. Okay.
Or yeah.
Now I have to. Now I have to try it. Now I have to try it. So
do it on camera.
Might have to hold my phone in my mouth and just be like, yeah.
All right, what else did he do? Another of his favorite exhibitions was tying a cord around his forehead, holding his breath, and breaking the cord with his bulging forehead veins. What?
Wow.
That's funny. The wrestler would stand with his right arm at his side, his elbow against him, and hold out his hand with the thumb pointed upwards and finger spread. No one could successfully bend his little finger. So he was a strong dude.
And that's obviously Olympian winner, so they have written records of him actually.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the stories might be a little far-fetched, but obviously winning probably isn't.
I mean, he sounds like the Man of Steel. He sounds superhuman for sure.
I'd say. If that thing about the rope around his forehead is true, that's insane.
But wouldn't the rope break?
That's what he did.
First? Yeah,
he broke the rope.
Break. Yeah.
The rope. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Break the cord with his bulging forehead veins.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know veins could do that, but I suppose if your blood pressure is high enough.
I was gonna say he probably had some very high blood pressure.
His face was beat red from morning till night. Okay. Excelled even in warfare. When neighboring town attacked Croton, Milo entered the battle wearing his Olympic crowns and dressed like Heracles, in a lion skin and brandishing a club, and led his fellow citizens to victory. That's badass.
So they had superheroes. So to him, Hercules was like a hero to him.
Yep.
And he even so much so he dressed up like him. It's kind of cool.
It's pretty neat. We got ladies love a vascular forehead. All right, just like that, the egg goes crack.
There's the science behind it.
It's actually kind of impressive. Super eggs. Let's see here. What's that? Oh, that's him dressed up in battle.
Yep. Wow.
Neat. That'd be terrifying. I bet you he was like really huge too, like height wise for Greek time.
It probably looked like a lion was coming at you standing on two legs,
Big old
with a club in its hand, like what the heck?
And cords around its forehead exploding from the veins.
Yeah, I know, yeah. And pomegranates that won't even let you eat, yeah.
Yeah, just holding pomegranates the whole time.
Exactly, yeah.
A follower of the famous philosopher Pythagoras, Milo once saved his friends. It happened that a roof of the hall where the Pythagoreans were meeting began to collapse. Milo stood and supported the central pillar until the others escaped safely, and then dashed out, saving himself.
And I think that kind of translates into modern feats of strength. Like, get a big enough story, you're like, hey, I got to do this, and then we get strongman stuff doing it.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. I mean, and then, you think about, there's always stories of people, like a woman lifts a car off her child, stuff like that. Like that adrenaline, right. It's amazing what the human body can do. But no one can just tap
within a limited time window.
Mm-hmm.
Don't they say, like, on standard operating procedure, we only have access to, like 10% of our capability if we strain at our most, or something like that, like a very small fraction of if it's temporarily unlocked under stress.
Yeah, because obviously the body doesn't want to hurt itself with whatever you're doing.
I mean, we would probably cause our heart to explode, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd just start tearing muscles, tear ligaments, bones, and might probably start cracking and fracture.
Right. So we have an automated shutoff switch, basically, for our strength,
That's weird. Weird to think about.
Yeah, because, I mean, honestly, if you have a high enough pain tolerance, you could push through it. But, our muscles are probably, they're designed to shut off towards the breaking point, so we don't damage ourselves,
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
As much as the body wants, it wants to stay alive.
Right.
Yep. There's a lot of things you can do with the body, like you said, like an automatic shutoff switch. But it's like that's why they say mind over matter, mind over body, whatever.
Right.
Because if you tell yourself you can't do it, you can't do it. If you tell yourself you can do it, you probably still can do it.
Well, like you said, if you tell yourself you can't, then you definitely can't. At least,
right.
If you tell yourself you can, at least you have a possibility.
Old man lifting a helicopter.
I think I saw that years ago.
Big dude, man, lifted a helicopter.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Well, I know they do the pulling tanks, pulling buses, pulling multiple buses, just absurd stuff.
Yeah, I can't imagine the recovery after doing something like that.
Where's that? Oh my god, I gotta look it up now. They had that Civil War. In the Civil War, the cannons are introduced, giant, heavy cannons. And one guy picked up the cannon and moved it across the battlefield.
Wow. That's insane. Imagine being that guy. Like, okay, well, it's got to get over there, so I guess I'll do it.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll pull that up in a bit.
All right.
We're going to finish up Milo here. Then we can get on. In the end, however, all his fame and strength did not save Milo from a less than glorious death. Milo was wandering through the forest where he found an old tree trunk with wedges inserted into it. In an attempt to test his strength, Milo placed his hands and perhaps his feet into the cleft of the trunk and tried to split apart the wood. He succeeded in loosening up the wedges, which fell out, but the trunk closed on his hands, trapping him there. According to the tale, he fell prey to wild beasts.
Well, that sucks.
Well, sometimes that pushing yourself for personal personal feats might end up in your untimely demise.
Yeah.
What'd you send me here, Andy?
That's just a quick rundown of it. Because I was gonna say, they had that History Channel had the strongman competition with Brian Shaw, and and this was one of the feats they attempted. So if you've seen that, it's
I wish they didn't end that show. I liked that show. I watched every episode.
Yeah, but I mean, how many feats of strength can you really look up, and how many can you do? And
that's true.
It's like a quick
Only
temporary thing.
amount.
I mean,
yeah. I would have watched just more shows of them going to restaurants and traveling. They're funny guys too.
Yeah.
I would share it, but it's on Discord, and I don't want
to
people looking at my stuff. But I'll read it quick. But it's basically what you said. I'll just go over the footnotes. Carrying a cannon off the battlefield, while it's highly unlikely, says you. This was a full-size 1,100-pound cannon. There's more probably smaller field piece weighing about 350 pounds. Still a considerable feat for a single person.
And that obviously the ones that the strongman did was the 350-pound version. So
it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Now imagine in a field.
It's just the shape of a cannon itself, the awkwardness to try to get a handhold on it and carry it. So
no, did he carry the cannon itself, or was it like on the wheels where he like rolled the whole thing by himself?
I'm assuming it's just the cannon. I mean, I feel like it'd be very difficult if it was wheels and everything.
Yeah.
I'm not saying impossible, but just trying to picture how he would pick up the thing, unless he was a giant himself.
Right, but I don't know. It doesn't say. Yeah, it says a gun crew of roughly 8 soldiers responsible for the intricate process of firing, sponging, ramming, priming, and aiming. So 8 people just to do that. And then horses played a role in transporting the cannons. Teams of 6 to 8 horses pulled guns. Wow. There's a lot of so if a single guy got that cannon around by himself.
Yeah, especially across a field or something like that. Whatever, how many yards or whatever he had to carry.
Right. We got the crash helicopter. Yeah, I'm trying to look that up.
Enhanced.
That's a great point, Jake. From the Hacksaw Ridge, the Desmond Doss, that movie portrayed by Andrew Garfield, that Mel Gibson movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. He was a small dude in real life. You can see pictures. He was a scrawny dude, but he did carry dozens of men to safety and stuff on his back.
No firearm getting shot at. That's
just wild.
Yeah, you ever try to pick up someone that's like passed out, dead weight, because pure dead weight?
Yeah, dead weight.
It is unbelievable.
And mind you, probably they had equipment on too. Some of them, they were in uniform, so fighting.
Oh, for sure.
Imagine picking up a machine gunner, with a BAR 30-06 and bandoliers of
just bandoliers.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
that's
he's
a heavy
not just
boy.
picking up a dude. He's picking up a 25-pound rifle and 30 pounds of ammo.
Although I think if he was smart, he might have removed the stuff as best as he could quickly. Just because, I mean,
but
probably just slung over, just toss it, leave the gun,
right.
Under duress, those super stressful situation. Do you think about removing that stuff, or you just grab and go?
But I bet all the guys they were not all unconscious though. So the ones that were still awake were probably like, "Nah, I'm taking this with me." It's like,
I'll cover fire or something while you drag me.
I can't move my legs, but please aim me backwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong one. We already did that one. I thought I had it right. I guess I didn't. Typical me. You don't tell the story of Lee Sear, the original strongest man on Earth.
Yep. Famous.
Yeah, this just goes over the strongman competitions, but we want to read about him. From 1886 to his death in 1912, Sear hoisted wagons, pulled globe barbells, and pushed various objects overhead. He exhibited backlifts totaling several thousand pounds, simultaneously held back 4 horses, defeated other strongmen in competition, and toured the world as the undisputed face of strength. In a time before strongman competitions, few doubted Sear's claim to be the world's strongest living man. Damn.
Jeez, Mongolians would hate
mind
him.
you, I mean, if that's the dates he was alive, he died at 26.
Yeah, he wasn't very old.
Wow.
Yeah. Damn. Simple math, sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to think. Probably did, what he could, and then the body gave out.
Probably, yeah.
That absolutely could be it.
He might have had that ability to turn off the pain receptors and just use 100% of his muscles.
Mm-hmm.
And he probably did a lifetime's worth of lifting, in those 26 years, and
yep, his heart
wore
just
his heart out.
Yeah, it's a thing, unfortunately.
Well, especially, just trying to get the blood flowing.
Mm-hmm. If you're that strong, you're obviously big.
Poor sleep. I mean, he probably had the first signs of sleep apnea, so he wasn't sleeping.
Yep.
Breathing problems.
Oh yeah. I mean, if he's as strong as they say he was, that he's got to be big. He's got to be huge. I didn't see anything on size yet, but there's a picture. Let's see. Where I lost my stuff. There we are. His strength was genetic heritage. Born in Saint Cyprien, south of Montreal in 1863. Sears ancestry. Wait. Oh no, he wasn't born in 1886. That's when he did his strongman stuff. He went around the world. Okay, it says he was born in 1863. He was still pretty young.
He said he was, or we're talking about Louis Cyr, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was 5'8" and roughly 280 to 340 pounds.
Oh, so he was stocky as hell.
Huge.
Yeah.
Not tall, but he built like a shit brick house for sure.
Yeah.
I wonder if he was one of those guys that had that genetic thing where you just have like unlimited muscle growth. You have that, what is it, that amino acid deficient, whatever it is.
Yeah. Where, I see those dogs and animals sometimes get it, and you're like, wow.
Right. Yeah, there's just some people that are like ripped and have no business to be, basically. He might be that guy.
Could be. Let's see here. Sears' ancestry included farm workers and lumbermen. There's that farm strength, lumber strength too. I mean, Chuck. What was that?
Nothing. I did not just bump my mic at all.
Oh, I saw it burped into the mic. I'm like, really, dude?
No, I did not just punch it by mistake when I was going to say hail to Nerd Slap in the chat. So
I thought this was a professional show.
Well,
extremely professional.
It is.
We're just not as just no alcohol involved, so it's no drink up. How you doing, Nerd Slap, Nerd Scalp, Nerd Files?
Yo, what's up?
Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Talking about superhumans and strongmen.
No, but you're not kidding. Lumberjacking and farm work, that's that's all encompassing physical fitness,
No, absolutely. Swinging an axe, that uses, the waist, that uses the obliques, abs, shoulders, arms, wrists, pretty much your entire body.
Been superhuman,
Could you imagine the forearms on that guy?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, they had a picture. Did you find it?
We'll get to it.
Okay. I'll say, he's definitely.
His mother, Philomene Berger Cyr, was said to have been a strong woman in her own right. Strong woman. Christened Noé Cyprien Cyr, he later changed his name to Louis. The young French Canadian came at an opportune time in his region's history. At the time when Quebec economy was defined by farm work and woodcutting, Cyr's childhood was spent in the informal acts of strength training found in pushing, pulling, chopping, and lifting hay, wood, or whatever else was to hand. That's some.
Yeah, again, that's
bull work all day.
You're just working the entire day, trying to put bread on the table.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Or just doing it because it's what your family does, and you're just your chores.
Yeah, and that's before the child worker rights and everything like that. If you're old enough to carry a stick, you're carrying that stick.
Yeah, like before the child labor laws, this country was growing.
Oh yeah, dude! Industrial Revolution was not a safe environment for working. A lot of workspace hazards and pretty crazy.
All right. So according to subsequent myth, it was only when he hit his late teens that Cyr and those around him began to notice his strength. Returning home from work one day, Cyr came upon a farmer's wagon that became stuck in the ditch on a muddy path. The horse, despite his owner's best efforts, could not dislodge the wagon from the mud. Sensing an opportunity to help, Sear lifted the wagon from the ditch and, with the help of presumably a shamed horse, pulled it back on the road. And then he went back on his business, left the astonished farmer.
It's pretty cool.
There he is, all his glory.
So, yes, I mean, they were. Oh, yeah, we've had cameras for quite a while.
Notice he's not smiling because no one smiled long enough in the 1800s for a picture to be taken.
Well, he's also, probably holding that weight for how long? Just like, I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Yeah.
I just have to say, those old strongman outfits, you would not catch me dead wearing ever. That's not happening.
If you were the world's strongest man, you would.
Oh, they bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Went
still kind of iffy on that.
Went to school with a kid that, or he's not a kid now, but he was into like the strongman lifting and stuff like that, and he had one of those full body like stretchy leotards like that because it helped with like just strength when you're doing like squats and heavy lifts from the down below.
True,
but still he'd have it on. I'm like, just keep your shirt on underneath it.
Obviously, support when you're working out. That makes sense. I'm just saying, like being anything other than that is kind of like okay,
keeps you from pulling the hammy, popping a hernia.
Yeah.
Where's the fun in not doing that, right?
Yeah, hernias are awesome, right?
Yeah, no, not that I know. I'm pretty sure I had one before. I just ignored it.
I got 3 right now, so very impressive.
But when worse comes to worse, you just ignore it and move on. So
exactly.
Yep. Oh. Yes, exactly right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Oh well. Anyways, when his family moved to Boston in 1878, Sear continued this vein. In 1881, aged 18, competed in and won his first strongman show. Demonstrating the still ad hoc nature of his strength competitions in the early 1880s, the competition revolved around 1 feat. Who could lift a horse overhead? Sear lifted the horse with ease. Lifted a horse over his head, thereby winning the competition and initiating a strength career which lasted 20 years or 2 decades.
I mean, I feel kind of bad for the horse getting all moved around like that. That's like,
why am I floating?
Yeah.
I was just enjoying my hay. Now look at me.
Let's see. Lead the vagabond life. I want to hear more of his feats. To put what were you gonna say something?
I was just gonna say, like, as far as like strength goes, like everyone said he would have been like the world's strongest no matter what. So I'm sure they'll mention that later in there. But
to put the oddity of Sear's employment with the police into context, the average male weight. So I skipped a few things, but looks like he was a police officer. The average male weight in the United States.
Imagine getting arrested by him.
Well, Ronnie Coleman was a police officer too.
Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Lightweight, baby.
That's the guy that did the like leg press record, I think, right? Did he? Is it the same guy?
I don't know if
he's an 8-time Mr. Olympia.
Okay. I don't know if he did the leg press, but he's got that the lightweight obviously, and then just lifted heavy.
And he's all messed up now. He's got like back surgeries.
So he's the guy that he has a hard time getting around now. He's really
yeah.
Okay, that's him.
Yeah, like Jake says, the king.
So he was a police officer. I never knew that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
But
I know Shaquille O'Neal's technically deputized in Florida, I believe.
That's awesome.
He's a big dude, Can
you imagine that? Well, what was that? Grown Ups too? Isn't he a cop in Grown Ups?
Yeah,
too?
I think that's why. I think that's why they did it. Yeah.
That's funny.
No. Imagine it's like they don't have to say stop resisting. You just look at them. You're going to stop resisting. It's like
7 foot outrun them.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel if you're a big enough cop, I guarantee they're skipping cardio. If you could run, that'd probably be your best bet.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of cops that have been skipping cardio since they started.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
how'd you pass the PT test? I put on the PT test.
Yeah.
All right. The average, exactly. The average male weight in the U.S. at this time was 142 to 165 pounds. Steer was on his way to weighing in at over 300. He may not have caught perps in a foot race, but his sight alone would probably be a crime deterrent. Yeah.
142 pounds. Yeah, I was 10 years old once too. So
right. So I think I've been under 200 since I was 12.
I know.
Let's see, legend. It's kind of funny. I'm seeing a lot of myth says or legend has it. So offered a job. 2 men engaged in a knife fight.
I mean, there's only so many pictures and only so many stories, and everyone's perspective on how a story worked out is different. So
true. Legend has it that this is how Sear was offered the job. One evening, he came across 2 men engaged in a knife fight. Not stopping to discover the cause of the discontent, Sear shook each man by the collar, took their knives, and carried one under each arm to the local station.
Just right out of a movie.
Yep. Offered a job. Impressive. Let's see. What did he do with Weeder? Police work, however, rewarding was not enough. For Sear combined his various jobs with a series of weightlifting and strongman events. Following his Boston victory in 1881, Sear returned to Quebec and here he faced David Machaud in a weightlifting contest. Then Canada's strongest man, Machaud accepted Sear to best him in a boulder lifting competition. Writing on the event many years later, Ben Weeder of Weeder bodybuilding fame claimed that Sear's victory over Machaud was secured after the young strongman lifted a boulder totaling over 500 pounds from the ground.
Wow.
That's a big one.
That is pretty crazy.
Thanks, Magwai. Absolutely, not
appreciate
an issue.
That. Thank you.
Yeah, no.
Always appreciate it.
Always cool. Absolutely. Yeah.
Always
tell your friends, tell your family.
Sharing streams is always encouraged because it helps.
Yes. So yeah, he was definitely probably one of the strongest men in history. Modern history, we'll say.
Well, especially at the time.
Yeah, at the time. I mean, but this is before they had all the different training methods and
the
gyms and equipment.
Again, yeah.
This guy was just
fair to say
isolation methods.
Mm-hmm.
It's fair to say too. I think maybe for his size, his height and weight, maybe his category. Maybe there was bigger guys like maybe the Brian Shaws or the bigger guys of history or whatever. But for the guy's size, he probably was the strongest.
At 5'8", absolutely. I mean, 5'8". I mean, even I'm looking down at that a little bit.
Yeah,
you especially.
And I mean, he really wasn't that heavy. He's not like some of these guys that are like 400-pound strongmen.
I was gonna say,
but they're also 6'5" plus.
Yeah,
exactly.
The modern where you're got all the supplements and you got the training regimen where you're there every day doing stuff and obviously natural genetics.
This guy was probably just eating literally just meat and potatoes.
Yeah,
just swing it, and maybe a chunk of bread.
Yeah, probably a lot of like blueberry pie and stuff too, and being from Quebec.
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 All right. Oh, little French fella. What are the feats of Louis Cyr? 2 hands to shoulder.
Make fun of the French, but point out this guy. That's all.
Well, Andre the Giant was also French, so.
Hey,
but French Canadian. We'll give him a little bit of a pass being Canadian, but at the same time, It is French Canadian. Nothing against Canada's people. We love you. Your government's
just
a little
the government, cuckoo. Not the people.
Exactly. All right. Yes.
Oh,
does that count? Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
And I saw what he sent me. We're not showing it.
Oh, he sent you something?
No, he didn't. Never mind. Move on.
Okay. 2 hands to shoulder, 1 arm push overhead. Okay. 124 kilos, roughly 273 English pounds. 2 hands clean to shoulders, slow press. Okay, that's cleans. Snatch movement, 172 pounds. It doesn't seem like that much. 1 hand hold out to right angles to the body, weight not lowered from above, but pushed out sideways with only slightly sideways bend. 104 pounds. That's actually a lot for keeping your elbow and arms straight.
Yeah.
Barrel of cement standing on end, put on shoulder by the use of 1 hand only, 310.5 pounds.
Yeah, but again, weird we were weightlifting for whatever regiment was at the time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, are you strong? I don't know. Can you lift this keg of beer? I suppose.
A 310-pound barrel on his shoulder. That's significant. That is,
With the use of one hand?
Right.
Now, how do you do that? Does it maybe like kind of like flip it up? Kind of like that? I don't know. But
roll it on,
They're just making stuff up as they go. Oh, yeah? Well, I wasn't expecting you to do that. So can you, climb this tree and chop it down with your bare hand?
Oh, that's pretty much what half this stuff was. I bet you can't do that. And he's like, you want to bet? Fine.
Yeah.
I'll do it. How much you want to bet? I bet I can throw that cat across the field. I bet you can't. Okay.
The hauling strength of 4 very heavy dray horses, 2 each side, failed to pull his arms apart. Let's see. Platform lift on back, 3,626 pounds. Note, 16 men mounted the platform, which stood supported on the 2 trestles. So, wow. So, yeah, that's a lot. I must have had like a platform on his shoulders or his back, and he lifted the whole thing up.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. World's strongest man stems from the 1895 backlift. 16 men backlift over 4,000 pounds before modern gyms, advanced nutrition and steroids. Sears strength is almost inconceivable. What kind of body can withstand 4,000 pounds without crumbling? Well, it keeps going. Jeez.
So, what is the definition of a backlift? What's a backlift?
So I was thinking at the time, it was probably just him standing, and they had like a bar on his shoulder or the benches or whatever, and he kind of just like nudged it up or whatever it was. But
okay,
he's still supported 4,000 pounds without
the pressure on his freaking spine.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see. At 32, he was 291 pounds, 5'8". Bicep measured 20 inches, forearm 16 inches. His waist was a hefty 47 inches, and he carried around thighs measuring 28 inches.
That's big.
Damn. Sandow's measurements by Sargent during the 1890s saw him proclaimed as the world's most perfectly developed specimen. Yeah.
Not even human. It's a specimen.
Yeah. Short but long life. Jaw dropping back.
He got a lot done.
Yeah. He retired from the lifting game soon after, plagued by a series of health concerns, which were linked to overeating and inactivity. Bright's disease.
Well, when you're that big, you need to stay active, or you need to move around, because when you have all that weight on you, you can't be sedentary.
Oh, absolutely not.
All that muscle to carry around is you got to stay active, at least keep the heart pumping.
Right. Let's see here. Sear was diagnosed with Bright's disease in the early 1900s. Layman's terms, Sear had acute kidney inflammation which caused considerable stress. His weight ballooned up to over 400 pounds. It became clear that the man, once likened to the biblical Samson, was also a mere mortal. And there it is. Brings it right back to the beginning. The circle. Yeah. Oh, come on.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's very punny. He had serious health concerns.
Well pun. How old was he? 49.
Well,
yeah,
okay.
that's...
Damn.
He did more lifting in his life than vast majority of people in that time.
Yeah, I'd say so. Look at that. Look at that hair.
Where's that? Does it say where that statue is?
Probably in Quebec.
Probably in Canada. Yeah.
I'm not gonna. It doesn't say. Unless I missed it.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
I could see someone having that in their backyard in a garden.
That'd be
motivation.
Cool. I mean, who needs Arnold when you have Sear?
Yeah.
Whoa, hey, easy.
Sear could have been Arnold's motivation.
Could have been.
That he may have been.
I think it's. I think it does say the statue. It does say where it is.
I'm sure
in Arnold's backyard. Motivation.
Strongman Square.
Montreal.
Yep. Wow, it was the first two words. I stared right at it and didn't see it.
A park.
Strongman Square. That's kind of cool in Montreal. I never knew.
Yeah.
I've never been to Montreal, but they have a Strongman Square. That's the type of thing we should have. We should be, memorializing strongmen and, stuff like that. Feats of strength.
Mm-hmm. We'll be talking about a monument on our show tomorrow that's being removed in a certain country.
I don't know. Well, I'll have to
I know
watch
you don't know. Yeah, you'll have to watch tomorrow. We'll get to that when we get to that, though.
Nice.
Very nice.
That was a nice little story of Louis Cyr.
Do we have any more on the docket, or
I got a quick one we can run through, just some superhuman feats that aren't really just all strongmen.
Keeping it classic, or are we gonna try to modernize it? I mean, obviously, modern stuff, half Thor and Shaw and.
No, this isn't
Eddie
powerlifters or strongmen. This is just superhuman feats, just like I was telling you guys earlier, like the guy that survived the freezing temperatures, or
Okay.
Yeah, not just strength.
But endurance and stuff, the ultra marathons.
Mm-hmm. See you later, Karen.
See you later. Have a good one.
Have a good night. Thanks for coming in. All right. Yeah, no. So these are just, I guess, 7 amazing superhuman feats that I pulled up quick. Oh, look at that. Superman.
Hey,
James Gunn, who's that?
Yeah, they did one of the lesser cool Supermans, I guess, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna pick Henry or Christopher Reeve, whatever.
This is an old one, isn't it?
I was gonna say, just
700
picture.
That's still a lot more modern than what we've been talking about. Though.
Right. So Wim Hof is a Dutch adventurer and daredevil who ran an Arctic marathon at minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit while shirtless. Also holds the world record for being immersed in ice for an hour and 44 minutes. 2007, he was able to survive 72 minutes outdoors at the North Pole while wearing nothing but shorts. He says he's able to control his body temperature by using tantric practice of Tumo, which is a practice by yogi monks in Tibet. It involves a lot of practice, focusing on the body's energies, turning them into heat. And I actually know a guy that he tries doing this. He lived in Minnesota, and he said it'd be like 10 degrees below zero. He'd walk outside just in shorts. He could like trick his mind the way these monks did, and he started sweating.
Oh, it's a recordable fact that with some of these practices, you can, if you focus, there's different things you can convince your body to heat up, and people have actually used like thermometers and measured, like basically put your palm out, and he says I'm going to raise my temperature on my palm like 5 or 10 degrees, and they can do it essentially on command, with focus and timing and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, actually, now I'm thinking about Wim Hof. Yeah, he kept telling me about it and sending me stuff to look up, and I at the moment don't have patience or time to do anything different in my life. I should start though. Right. Yeah. Balancing a car. John Evans can actually balance a car on his head. He's 6'6" tall, 343-pound British man, balanced a 352-pound mini car on top of his head for 33 seconds without using his hands. 25 Guinness records in 25 records in 11 Guinness records categories. That's a weird way to say that. Cut his neck 24 inches would allow him to balance his balancing act. That's insane. Of course, Superman. This ain't superhuman. 2008, lifting a car. In 2008, Chris Hickman, a Florida firefighter, came to the scene of a car crash which an older model Chevy Blazer was flipped and landed on its side, pinning the driver's arm between the vehicle and pavement. Hickman then lifted the SUV about 12 inches off the ground, giving the other firefighters opportunity to rescue the trapped driver. Wow. Officials said in the news reports. Now, granted, a GMC Jimmy, or was it a track Blazer, isn't that big. It's still pretty big. It's still steel, big old hunk of steel.
No, but I mean, picking it up that much, that's
even 12 inches, yeah. Twisted Metal. Speaking of Twisted Metal, the new season started. Let's see here. Sekinat Yes, is the strongest grandma in the world. The 76-year-old from Dagestan, Russia, can lift 52-pound dumbbell, break horseshoes, and twist 2-inch steel rods. She first discovered her strength when she was 10 years old after she was able to move a 661-pound container of grain, which is the equivalent to the weight of 4 grown men, according to the Guinness Book of World Records.
I did a 10-year-old girl lift 660 pounds.
She moved it. I didn't say lifted it, but that could also come from farm strength.
Did she tip it over? I mean, she didn't carry it,
No, it didn't carry, but I mean, even be able to move something that heavy at 10.
Was it on wheels?
Yeah, it could have been on wheels. That's
could have been on wheels. I mean, that helps. Momentum, maybe it's slightly downhill. The wind.
That's true. Yeah. Downhill on wheels.
Yep.
Yeah.
50 marathons in 50 days. Oh, I can't imagine.
That's endurance. Jeez.
Yep. I actually have a book. A guy did 50 Ironman triathlons in 50 states in 50 days.
That's insane.
Yeah, I think he lost. I think he was going for the record, but he lost it because he didn't get like one day like consecutively because if something happened. I could be wrong. Check it out again.
I mean, they must be aging a decade in 50 days.
I think that guy had that genetic disorder you were talking about earlier, where he doesn't get that lactic acid buildup or anything like in his muscles, so he just keeps going.
Yeah, that's dangerous. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Los Angeles native Dean Carnazes ran 50 marathons, 50 states, 50 consecutive days. Beginning with Lewis and Clark in St. Louis and finishing in New York City. He also ran 135 miles nonstop across Death Valley in the Mojave Desert in temperatures reaching 120 degrees and a marathon to the South Pole at minus 40 degrees. It hurts so much and your body is saying stop and you kind of override those mechanisms and force yourself to go on. I don't know.
Yeah.
What I'm wondering is how is he getting from state to state and resting in between and doing the marathon?
He's running in between them.
Yeah. Just a car ride.
I'm planning this marathon to end here where my next marathon starts, and we go.
Mm-hmm. Probably like perfect planning in a definitely a crew of people helping you out.
Hawaii and Alaska too, long ass flights,
Yeah, you'd have to set it up perfect where you like finish the marathon and get on a plane immediately.
They had he definitely had to have a private jet for that to make sure he got there in time. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is what you were talking about earlier, Andy. The in the desert, Death Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the heat and to run in it.
It was like 82 degrees today, and I was dying.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, the humidity's up, but still. No thanks. Scaling buildings.
Spider-Man.
Known as the human spider. It's the human spider. Spider-Man!
Yeah. I can hear it in his voice too.
Yeah. Yep. Groovy. Bruce. Yeah. Elaine Robert has climbed most of the tallest skyscrapers in the world without a rope or any climbing equipment, using only his hands and climbing shoes. Eiffel Tower, Sydney Opera House, and Sears Tower. What? It was. More than once, he was arrested for illegally scaling a building while wearing a Spider-Man costume, causing him to be arrested and expelled from China. Lasts over an hour, no chance to rest until he reaches the top. Wow. His training, physical conditioning, and technique allow Robert to climb by holding on to small protrusions of building walls and windows, such as window ledges, frames, he claims. That's... I mean, I don't like heights. There you go.
In another life. What about this life? Hey.
It's definitely shit done, yeah. Surviving a lightning strike. I know a guy that's gotten struck, 3 times?
That's crazy. I never want to be struck once.
No, absolutely not. But between the ages of 30 and 65, Roy Cleveland Sullivan was struck by lightning 7 times. How can you be that unlucky?
Well, maybe just like wearing metal.
I would never go outside again.
No, neither would I. Yeah, says the average person's odds of being struck by lightning in a given year are 1 in 750,000. But Sullivan increased his chances by working as a park ranger at Shenandoah National Park, which averages 35 to 45 thunderstorm days per year. So that I mean, I can understand that, but what about the rest of the park rangers that have never gotten struck by lightning?
They probably stayed indoors during the storm.
Like, oh, it's storming out. Oh, there's lightning. I'm going to stay in the shack. I'm going to go stand under this giant tall tree with a large metal pole. No. Nicknamed the human light conductor and the human lightning rod, he's been struck by lightning more than any other human being on Earth. He died in 1983 at the age of 71. Not as a result of a final lightning strike, but from self-inflicted gunshot wound. Oof.
Oh.
Well, that's a sad end to the story. You get struck by lightning times, and
that was the last one too.
What the hell?
All right.
It was set up horribly on a horrible note. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if he got struck that many times, do you think he's immune to like a taser or anything?
I mean,
it's lightning.
It must not phase him.
Yeah, that's
that
what I'm
much,
saying. It's got to be burnt.
He's like, I felt worse. Okay. This is nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what a way to go. I suppose you're probably like, I'm invincible.
Yeah. He's like, I may as well test this theory.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Wow.
Well,
on that dark note.
Yeah. Well, that wraps up our topics for Superhumans. I did find a short video of the guy that but only find a news through. Oh, what the? Oh, I'll check it out on my own. Go check it out on your own. I'll just look up Atlas helicopter.
Oh, thank you, Jake. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you. Isaac, we're gonna wrap up. We've had a long week. What you got coming up?
I'm trying to think. On next stream, I know, Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern on my channel, as always, and Golden Age podcast. But I'm trying to think. I know I'm going to be on The Plot Strikes Back here soon.
Oh, nice.
In a couple weeks. See me around, just the community and stuff.
You and Nick.
Here, every other Thursday, same time, on your channel. So, just hanging around. I'm on X chronically. I'm chronically on Twitter. I have an addiction, actually.
Oh boy.
Is it an addiction?
It's yielded gain, but it's an addiction nonetheless. So,
well, it could be addicted to bad drugs. Whoops, I screwed that up.
You know what? I think you're right. Social media is not that big a deal. If you're on it, your phone a little too much versus other things, it's not that bad. So
exactly. You could be doing a lot worse.
Yeah, I just post offensive memes. Whatever.
Yeah.
There you go. What's wrong with that, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. I'm trying to be a friend here and share your stuff. I don't know how to
people know. Same, just my name on the screen. Check me everywhere. Don't worry about getting it all.
That says X. I just threw it in there. Whatever.
YouTube, I did just hit 300 last night, so thank you.
Oh, no kidding, dude. Good for you. That's awesome. Yeah, go sub.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
You're not. Yeah, if I had a soundboard that had the yay claps, I'd do it for you. But sorry about that.
And we'll have to be having you on again, Jeff, and Andy. You're more than welcome too. Anytime.
We got to get Andy out there. He's locked into the garage right now. We got to get him out in the world.
I'm in the basement. I'm doing the house remodeling. Yeah. That's all I'm doing.
Hey, you know what? Being in the basement's better than being in the closet. So you're in the step in the right direction.
Now, if we could get Jeff out of the basement closet.
Hey, no.
Well,
the closet's closed, buddy. I'm out of it.
Yeah, you need to get out.
You're already out.
That was the wrong way to say.
You're like, I'm not gay anymore, but I'm not gay any less either. So it's kind of what I heard.
Boy. Yeah, that wasn't supposed to come out like that. Oh well. Andrew.
Yes.
What do you got?
Nothing. House remodeling. You tore me away from a nice bathroom painting job I was doing.
Oh, you poor soul.
I've only hit the ceiling like 15 times. The cramping of my hand and wrist from like 3 weeks of painting is brutal. So this is a nice change of pace. Let's see. Drink Up. That's all we do.
What's Drink Up, Andy?
It's a weird podcast show that we do. on Fridays. At 7:30.
7:30.
Or no, 7. We do 7. We do 7. Leveling up our gaming stream Tuesdays.
What time zone for that?
Central.
Central. So wait,
Very,
7
very
Central
central.
is
8 o'clock your time.
Yep.
8. My time. Okay, good. I like that time more, actually. I like that. I'll be tuning in.
Yeah, we were doing it at 6, and Friday Night Tights is always still going, and always kind of overlapped halfway through, I think, before they even got the super chats. So I'm
usually still out and about and not online yet. So 8 o'clock, settling in, finding something to watch. That's perfect.
It's a good way to start the weekend. We do random stuff, talk news. Not very interesting, but have a few beverages, do the stuff. I plan on playing a bunch of Battlefield 6 this weekend. So.
Oh yeah, leveling up on Tuesdays. We'll be doing Saturday, Sunday, hopefully special leveling up Saturday night Battlefield.
I'm excited for it.
Nice.
And then other than that, reading books. Not a lot of readers out there, but it's still a thing. Still happens.
Want to say what you're reading, or?
I got multiple books right now. I don't know if you count audiobooks as reading. I do.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
So I got Hyperion on the audiobook, and physical reading is Dresden Files, Blood Rights, which I think is number 5 out of 17.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah. A friend gave them to me, so I'm powering through. And then, random supernatural shows during the week, or my Love Island / 90 Day Fiance. I got a wide range: ancient history, aliens, and then 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, when men turn 30, they go on a certain path, or ancient history, or reality love shows.
So you're saying give it 5 more years, and I'm watching those Love Island shows?
Or you'll be obsessed with ancient history and aliens.
You'll be doing both. Hey, you'll be like, man.
I'm watching Stargate right now. I'm on the right track. So
yep,
we're good.
All right, and as for me, I took a little bit of a break from making videos. I had a lot of stuff to catch up on in real life, so I haven't had time to make anything. But I'm hoping this weekend I can get something together and have one on Monday. And as Andy said, Friday, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central, Drink Up live, the weekend pregame. If you're there at the very beginning, you'll be able to see the new intro I made. It's a one-time deal. One-time intro, only showing it one time on YouTube because it'll probably get us hit with something. But I really wanted to make it, and I thought it turned out pretty cool. So.
No, I agree. I'm excited for it.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I actually might just go watch it again after this just to see it. Let's see. And I think that's all we got. Let's see. Great show.
Very nice.
Thanks, nerd. Got to see that. Yes, you do, Jake. Show up. Better know. He also knows a singular hell of painting a bathroom.
Oh yes. Cutting in that trim and stuff is
it's such a miserable job.
Yep.
Nerd Slap sent me something here. What do we got?
Oh, he did he? Yeah. I don't think it's not relevant. It's not relevant.
I don't understand it.
I don't know who that is. I don't understand. Very random.
Very nice haircut though. Blonde, little swoosh over.
Mm.
All right. And with that, we're going to call it a night. Thanks, everyone, for showing up. We'll keep you posted on the next stream. Until then, go subscribe to Isaac, subscribe to Drink Up, and we will see you next time. Have a good night.
See you later.
Bye-bye.